Ron Jaworski brings the Eagles out of the huddle. No score on the board. First quarter of play at St. Louis. Don Cricket with Sonny Jurgensen. The Eagles' second possession. They did not move the ball their first time, nor did the Cardinals when they got it. Jaworski play faking, dumps it off to Wilbert Montgomery. There's a good football play, and it advances the ball about 7 or 8 yards. Ball's out to the 15-yard line. Good play fake by Jaworski.
Good play, a little check down off the play action fake. You see Montgomery is a man he fakes to, a little hand fake, and he just checks down. Good play. He had receivers downfield, but he didn't want to take the chance having it intercepted. Good safe play, high percentage throw.
Tim Carney was coming on a blitz on the play. The Cardinals throwing some defensive tricks, some stunts, some blitzes at Ron Jaworski. Footing is difficult. They say this is the toughest field in the National Football League to get traction on when you're running one way. The artificial turf has a texture to it that if you're running with it to your back, you get good traction. If you're running with it the other way, you tend to slip. And here comes Montgomery running ahead for the first down.
You saw case-in. People were losing their footing in and slipped down, and Montgomery bounces outside and picks up the first down. See, people trying to be very careful with their footing. You see slipping right there, the linebacker, Steve Niels, goes down, and Montgomery just bounces outside and picks up the first down.
And we see here that the kicking bartender from Philadelphia and the University of Pennsylvania, Tim Mazzetti, has just hit a 39-yard field goal.
Yes, Atlanta's leading New Orleans 10-7 now in the second quarter.
Anything Atlanta does very important to the Philadelphia Eagles, in that they both come into this 13th week of play with 7-5 records, contending for wild card. Montgomery is hit head-on by the middle guard, Mike Dawson, number 73.
Mike Dawson just defeated the block of Guy Morrison and just came right around and made the play in the backfield.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League. It is intended for the private use of our audience. Rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals and the National Football League is prohibited.
Miami is leading the New York Jets 6-3 on 2 Yepremian field goals.
Now Payne and Carmichael come wide to the left. It's second down and 11 for the Eagles. Beautiful run by Wilbert Montgomery, and he's not done yet as he lunges ahead for a couple of more yards. Montgomery picks up 9. He was hit, eluded another tackle. Look at this footwork.
Shows you what kind of runner. He's averaging 93 yards a game. Look at him cut back here. Offensive people know where they want to go, but then he shows you good balance and good strength, leg strength. Watch this blocking here. Good block here by Wade Key. Cuts down Eric Williams. Linebacker forced out of the play that time.
So from 2nd and 11, the Eagles now go to 3rd and a short 3. Actually a little less than 3. Billy Camfield busts the crust, and Camfield gets out across the 35-yard line out to the 39. It's a first down for Philadelphia.
Good looking run, short yardage play here. Camfield coming in, Key coming around, throwing a block right there on Tim Carney. They pick up the first down. Kenny Stone comes over to make the tackle.
The Eagles doubling up in the middle guard, Dawson. They're taking him right out of the play, and then the back is blocking on the linebacker, and those Eagle running backs with their good quickness eluding that first wave and getting ahead for yardage. It's 1st and 10, Philadelphia, no score in the first quarter. Jaworski swings it out to Carmichael. There's a blocker in front. Another well-tuned play by the Philadelphia Eagles as they advance the ball to midfield and get a first down. Jerry Sizemore, the offensive right tackle, quickly out of the line in front of Carmichael on a wide receiver screen.
And that also marks number 17. That's 93 straight games. He keeps his streak alive at catching passes. 93 consecutive games. I think he ties Tommy McDonald.
I think you're right, Sonny. Cardinals have a guy. Mel Gray has caught in 71 straight games.
Right.
So the Eagle offense looking sharp and crisp on the second possession, advancing the ball to the 49-yard line of St. Louis. Jaworski going, changing his cadence. Camfield tries to turn wide. You see the water kick up as Camfield loses a yard or two. Knocked down by the strong safety Ken Green, one of the Cardinals' 2 number 1 draft choices.
He made a good play then because he jumped outside of the block. They came in close with a little wing set. Camfield trying to cut off tackle, but you see what the position that Green had. He defeated the block, got outside of Montgomery's block, and made the play. Threw him for a loss. A 1 yard loss sets up 2 yard loss. Second and 12.
Ball at the Eagle 49-yard line. First quarter of play. 7:20 to play in it. No score on the board. This is the best offense we've seen today. Eagles' second possession. The Cardinals went nowhere in their first. Jaworski timing pattern in the flat. He's got his man, but the ball is knocked free. Going for the football was Ken Payne. Couldn't hold on as he hit the deck. Covered on the play by the right side cornerback Roger Worley. Carl Allen is another cornerback that they'll be working on.
He slipped that time. Allen slipped, lost his footing. That's one of the conditions. Backing up because of the slant of the grain of this AstroTurf here. He's talking with Jim Hart about it. He says one way you slide down, the other way you have pretty good footing.
Jaworski comes into the game having passed for 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, been intercepted 12 times, hitting 55% of his throws. Jaworski gets it away. Hogan had the ball, but he was separated from it on a hard hit by 45, Perry Smith.
Boy, what a tough catch he had to make then. It wouldn't have been enough for the first down. Jaworski gets flushed out of the pocket a little bit here from the rush. John Zook right there getting the pressure on him, and he steps back in, makes a throw. Look how high Hogan has to go for the catch. And boy, you got to pay the price it shows. It wouldn't have been enough for the first down anyway. They're going to have to kick it away.
Gordon Bell is back deep now. Michelle ready to punt with much better field position to do it from. He'll hit the ball at about the Eagle 38-yard line. Big rush. Cardinals almost got it. Michelle hits it downfield, not far, but it does take a substantial roll, and that almost was a free football. Perry Smith, ball caromed off his leg, and he fell on it, but the Eagles had a play on it.
Hi, Eric Williams missed the block punt then. Boy, ran right by the punter.
So now, with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter, the score remains Philadelphia nothing, the Cardinals nothing.
Owens Corning would like to help you understand insulation R values. R stands for resistance to heat flow. It's the right way to measure insulating power, not thickness. Look, it takes about 18 feet of stone to give you an R value of R19, but only 15 inches of wood and 6 inches of this Owens Corning fiberglass insulation. So check for R value. The higher the R value, the greater the insulating power. Want to know about insulation? Ask Owens Corning.
The new Ford Pinto for $79. A new design for a little American workhorse. New up here, new back here, new in here, and it's loaded. Bucket seats, standard. AM radio and electronic ignition, standard. 2.3-liter engine, standard. Electric rear window defroster, standard. Rack and pinion steering, standard. Front disc brakes, standard. At this low price, the spanking new '79 Pinto at your Ford dealer.
Next Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, it's the CBS Sports Spectacular, featuring this week the Professional Karate Association's World Middleweight Championship, matching Steve Shepard and Ernie Hart. And you'll also see competition in the World's Strongest Men. And this week we have the Tram Pull. That's Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, the CBS Sports Spectacular. The rain is still falling, but it is much lighter now than it has been. As the Cardinals go on offense for a second time, no score on the board. Running with the ball is Wayne Morris. Powers his way out across the 20-yard line, gets out close to the 25. Gain of close to 6 yards on the play. Berge was on the stop for the Eagles. Sonny?
Second quarter score, the Cleveland Browns, Los Angeles Rams. Cleveland is leading 17-6 in the second quarter. New Orleans has gone ahead of Atlanta now in the second quarter, 14-10. Chuck Muncie on a 28-yard run.
Now with 2nd down and 4 coming up, Jim Hart, hands off. Running with the football is Wayne Morris. He gets ahead to the 30. He has a 1st down for the Cardinals. Morris had a big game last week. 182 yards total offense, 123 rushing.
Boy, look at this run. Great run here. Just look at the move he makes.
210-pound fullback in his 3rd year out of SMU. Wayne Morris, number 24. Now the Cardinals go with 3 running backs. They had set in the wishbone. Hart looks in the flat, goes to Mel Gray, eludes one tackler but not another. The play was good for a gain of 6 yards, however, as the ball is advanced to the 36-yard line.
And that's the other man with a streak that he kept alive also, because he makes his first reception of the day. What's that, 72 now for him?
72 for Mel Gray.
Just a little quick out right here. A little short out. Good pass, because if this man gets a little daylight after catching the thing, he can find that end zone in a hurry. He doesn't get it here because Reggie Wilkes comes over.
Now to live action. Here is the handoff to Morris. Turning upfield. Wayne Morris gets very close to the yard marker he needed for the 1st down. At Buffalo, a halftime score, the Giants leading the Bills 10-7 on a Pizarczyk touchdown pass and a Joe Danello field goal. They call it in Philadelphia the miracle of the Meadowlands. At development last week in New York, they call it something different.
What a
Projected
play.
the Eagles into a playoff contender. And it almost meant the dismissal of some coaches at New York. It did mean the dismissal of the offensive coordinator. Bob Gibson was fired because of that play call. Handoff goes to Morris. Cardinals now with quick execution off the snap of the ball. Slant blocking, and Morris just comes out of the 3-point and takes off like a sprinter.
Jim Otis is healthy again and could play, but Morris had such a big day at fullback last week. They're going to leave him there, going over the 100 yards for the first time, and he's got 19 yards right now. 76 consecutive games. What'd we say, 72? Why'd you tell me that for?
I think again, the Cardinals go to the run, and the ball is advanced down to the 30-yard line.
Take a look at it. Just a slant, good blocking. Great block by Bob Young then. You see the missed tackle by John Sanders. Everybody in pursuit now. Edwards comes over and makes the tackle. Boy, Morris likes that fullback position because he gets the ball in a hurry and he's getting it going toward the line of scrimmage. A lot of times at halfback, you have to come across the formation. He likes it. You see right now, back to live action. 26 yards on that run preceding that play right here. Short gain here, pickup of about 2 yards.
The Cardinal release says that Mel Gray caught passes in 71 straight games. Now we're told that the Cardinal release is wrong. I'm reading it right off the release that he's caught 7. It is now 76. NFL office says it's 76 consecutive games. So at any rate, the reception to Gray helps the Cardinals advance the football. They're down to the 29-yard line of Philadelphia. There's no score, but the Cardinals start to mount a challenge. Jim Hart takes a drop. He's got time. A penalty marker goes down as he swings the ball out.
Yes, we're going to have a holding call.
Steve Jones caught the ball. He was drilled hard by LeMaster, but the play comes back. A holding call against the Cardinals will set them back 10 yards.
See if we can find this holding call here. See Hart going back. Good view from behind the quarterback. No holding yet. I didn't see it. Little screen to Steve Jones. And boy, did he get nailed. LeMaster really comes over and makes a hit on him.
So that takes the Cardinals out of field goal range. The ball is spotted now back to the Eagle 39-yard line.
Oh, Mr. Haggard is having some problems.
And so we now have 2nd down coming up, 2nd down and 18 for the St. Louis Cardinals. 3 minutes and a second to play in the first quarter, no score on the board. Cardinals break the huddle there as Jim Hart, signed as a free agent in 1966 out of Southern Illinois. He's been to the Pro Bowl the last 4 years. Hart with a good quick drop, searching downfield as he goes back. Here is a throw. The ball is tipped away by LeMaster. They're going to Pat Tilley, who they say is as good as there is catching the ball when the weather's bad.
Boy, good linebacker drops this time. We're looking at it from behind hard again. You see the linebackers getting back in position. Look how deep LeMaster is. The ball was accurately thrown, but LeMaster played it well.
You know, it's interesting.